Everybody please rise. You may be seated. So we'll start this out with a reading of Union by Robert Ballroom. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point you decide to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, somehow, and maybe. All those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All of these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. I'd like to welcome you to an event that's been a while in the making. I'm sure that most of you are thinking the exact same thing that I am, that it's about time. Marriage is the union of two hearts. It lives in the love that you give each other and never grows old, but thrives in the joy of each new day. May you always be able to talk things over, confide in each other, laugh with each other and at each other, enjoy each passing day together, and share the moments of quiet and peace together when the day is done. Marriage is hard work that most couples in this day and age take for granted. The main thing that you have to realize is in order to make a marriage successful, you must first like each other. A lot. Those of you that know Hannah and Eric know that they genuinely enjoy each other's company. If you think about it, we should all be so lucky to have the kind of relationship that they share. Their relationship has withstood not only the test of time, but several things that would have possibly ended other relationships that weren't meant to be. Things like going on a long drive together. They've done that more than once. Across country, with dogs, and little sleep, and yet they still like each other. They've been together through 3 moves, helping raise a child into a young lady, 2 litters, countless long weekend trials, tacos, terrible TV, Pinterest, making sure the world knows about BB and Fancy, all while having the classic jinx of one of the other having the tattoo of the other person's name on their body. I won't tell you which one it is. I noticed this about 8 years ago when I first met Hannah and Eric at the same time. It was at that point that I realized that this was going to work. Through the hard times and the good, they've remained true to each other and their family. Speaking of family, Hannah and Eric have something they'd like to say to Jillian. I've spent the last 8 years around Hannah and Eric, and I've been fortunate enough to see this relationship blossom. I couldn't be more sure that true love actually exists. I'm going to go grab the food. A few years ago, most of their dates consisted of some cheap whiskey in a plastic bottle. Their relationship, much like a good dark liquor, only gets better with age. This also consists of some bourbon that they'll share something of a little higher quality today, instead of a unity candle or pouring sand into a jar. Hannah and Eric are going to engage in something a little more meaningful. For luck, about 30 days ago, this bottle of Reservoir bourbon was buried in the ground for good weather. Well, now the good stuff is out of the ground, and we're going to enjoy some of it. The symbolic vows that you are about to take are a way of saying to each other, you know all those good things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, you both meant it, every word of it. Hannah, if you could repeat after me. Maz, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Eric, I want to spend
Sorry. I vow to love and serve you as long as we both shall live.
I vow to love and serve you as long as we both shall live.
I take you with all of your faults and strengths.
I take you with all of your faults and strengths.
As I offer myself to you.
Myself to you.
With all of my faults and strengths.
With all of my faults and strengths.
I vow to help you when you need help.
I vow to help you when you need help.
And turn to you when I need help.
Turn to you when I need help.
Go ahead and pour Eric a shot. Hannah, repeat after me. And with these vows, I take you to be my lawfully wedded husband, my constant friend, my partner in crime, and my love from this day forward. Eric, if you could repeat after me. Hannah, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Hannah, I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
I vow to love and serve you as long as we both shall live.
I vow to love and serve you as long as we both shall live.
I take you with all of your faults.
I take you with all of your faults
and strengths.
As
I offer myself to you.
As I offer myself to you.
With all of my faults and strengths. I vow to help you when you need help.
I vow to help you when you need help.
And turn to you when I need help.
And turn to you when I need help.
And with this shot, I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife.
My constant friend.
My constant friend.
My partner in crime.
My partner in crime.
And my love from this day forward.
And my love from this day forward.
Eric, pour Hannah a shot. By the power vested in me by the state of Maryland, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Mr. and Mrs. Eric Mazarakia. Go ahead. Go. Go. Now that we're finished, if everybody could grab their chair and walk through the barn, you'll find your name tag clothespin to a fence. Grab it, find your table, and sit down and relax.
No,